tennis coach and broadcaster Candy Reid has been enjoying the action. Great to see you, Candy. We've seen some big upsets in the men's draw today, but all eyes, let's be honest, on Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner. What are the chances, do you think, that we're going to see a repeat of their epic French Open final here?
Very high, I think, Don. They are the two that are overwhelming favourites. And you've got to throw really Novak Djokovic in there as someone who's done so well at this club before. Of course, Novak won this title 4 times, didn't he? Back to back to back to back. But Alcaraz is the man to beat. There's no doubt about that. A twice champion here and a man who's just won the Queen's title as well at 500 level on the ATP Tour. I think it was a little surprising, Don, that Alcaraz gave up a couple of sets today against the mercurial Italian Fabio Fognini, who we've probably seen the last of at the All England Championship, but he put on such a display against the overwhelming favourite, I think, Alcaraz, who's such a brilliant, not only clay court player, but grass as well. Of course, he won both the slams, didn't he, on the natural surfaces last year. Sinner took both on the hard courts, and we could have a repeat of that in 2025 as Alcaraz has already won Roland Garros after, again, that unbelievable Roland Garros final. 5 sets, he saved match points against Jannik Sinner. I think that is the bookies' favourite. There's no doubt about it. Sinner hasn't reached the championship match here. Alcaraz has. Will it be Alcaraz? Will it be Novak? Will he win a 25th major? We'll see. But I think Alcaraz, Don, will be a little bit tired after that 5-setter. He is young, so he should recover. But the top guys don't really want long matches to start off major championships.
Not in this kind of heat. Of course, Sinner will be motivated, I think, to look for some payback after what happened to him in the French Open final.
Yes.
He arguably has a harder route to the final here because Novak Djokovic is in his half of the draw. So if we don't get Sinner Alcaraz, perhaps Djokovic will be the reason why. Now, this could be his last Wimbledon, right? He indicated at the French Open that he might not be returning to Paris, and yet he's still good enough to win it. I mean, he's made the semis of the last 2 major tournaments that he's played in. So how do you see Novak doing this time around?
He is definitely good enough to win it, despite the fact that 2025 hasn't gone brilliantly. He's been a finalist the last 2 years. He lost to Alcaraz on both occasions. 21-9 is the overall record for Novak this year. Of course, 38 years of age. He's now ranked 6th in the world. He didn't really play a traditional grass court warm-up. He actually played the Hurlingham exhibition and lost to Karen Khachanov in straight sets 6 and 4. That's not really anything to go by. I watched him practice on Friday with Daniil Medvedev. He looked like he was playing quite well. A semi-finalist, of course, for Novak at the recent Roland Garros, lost to Sinner. He's won Wimbledon 7 times, 4 in a row, like I said earlier, between 2019 and 2022. A lot of experts that I'm talking to in the press room and in the commentary teams think that this is probably going to be Don Novak's last chance of getting major number 25. We'll see.
We will indeed. All right, American women have won both majors so far this year. Coco Gauff would love to add this to her French Open title, but both she and the world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka kind of had a point to prove at the All England Club. So how do you assess their chances?
Oh, well, Coco is a tough one. I just think these courts don't really work with that forehand problem that she has. We know she's very Western on the grip. It's an extreme grip, and it works well on the slower surfaces, which is why she took Roland Garros for the first time ever. Coco, I saw lose to Emma Navarro last year, and it was a bad loss. It was one that Coco really didn't know what had gone wrong. She's never been past the round of 16. As we said, she is the Roland Garros champion. She's ranked 2 this year. She's going to face Diana Yastremska first. Yastremska's a tricky Ukrainian because at times she can be unplayable. But Coco's form coming in on the grass doesn't indicate too much. She lost to Wang Jinyu 3-3 in her opening round in Berlin. So I doubt Coco's going to get to the quarterfinals. With her, it's tough to say because she's such an athlete. And if it stays as hot as it has been, the ball is going to bounce up a little bit more. As for Aryna Sabalenka, she's got to be the favourite, I would say. She's the top seed. She's reached the Final 4 in the last 2 years. She's only lost 8 matches this whole year. Had a tough opening match against Carson Brandstein. The Canadian beat the qualifier 1-5. She lost to Marketa Vondrousova in the semi-finals of Berlin recently. But I think Sabalenka has to, at this point, be the favourite.